That's just a fact. If the Quran isn't from God, no other, and we know the Bible's been changed many times, but it doesn't, and I think it's been changed so much that they incorporated pagan Roman beliefs. It doesn't reflect the pure message of Jesus, who I believe was a pure monotheist.
Wow.
The Quran was never changed. It calls to monotheism, and it has such powerful arguments you can't deny. I mean, I was watching these verses, listening to these verses the other day. God says in the Quran, don't the disbelievers see that the heavens and earth were one body and we pulled it apart? What does that sound like? The Big Bang. The heavens and the earth were one body and we pulled it apart. They didn't know that 1,400 years ago. And we created from water every living thing. Now modern science tells us water is the basis of life. And we made the mountains as pegs in the earth so it doesn't shake with you. Only in the last 50 to 100 years did they realize the mountains are deeper under earth than the above earth, and they prevent earthquakes. This is a modern theological discovery. Then it says, وَجَعَلْنَا السَّمَاءَ سَقْفًا مَحْفُوظًا. We made the sky as a protective canopy. Now we understand that the earth has a protective canopy in the ozone layer and the magnetic field as well that protect from the solar flares, that protect from the cosmic rays. So it talks about the earth having a protective canopy. Then it says, and we made the sun and the moon each have their own orbit. 1,400 years ago, they didn't know the sun has its own orbit in the universe. So here, you talk about the Big Bang. You talk about the mountains preventing earthquakes. You talk about the protective canopy. You talk about the sun having its own solar direction in the earth, its own, orbit in the universe. And then God says, we created all this, and you're going to return to us. So prepare for that meeting. You came from us, you're going to return to us. So it gave so many scientific arguments of things that people didn't realize 1,400 years ago. And the message is, you're going to return to us. So prepare for that meeting. How do you prepare for that meeting? Thank God, recognize He's one, and serve His creation.
That is mind-blowing. You said earlier, heaven and earth were one.